Dear students, today we are learning about the types of supports, the fixed support and roller support. Before going to the fixed support and roller support, I wish to give recap about the simple support and hinged support or pinned support. So in the simple support, we seen how it will gives the resistance to the action of loads as a reaction by only one direction, that is perpendicular to the loads. It offers only one resistance, and we also calculated the reactions in the simple support cases. So in the simple support, we doesn't have any fixing arrangements of the supports to the load distributor elements. Hence, they simply transfer the loads to the simple support, and simple support will gives the reaction in the perpendicular direction to the actions, and that the same reaction we are calculated how it will be using the sigma f of y. So hence the simple support provides only one reaction, that is vertical according opposite direction of load line of action. So the vertical reaction can be obtained by having the algebraic sum of sigma f of y. So this is the problem is given for to find out the reaction of the simple support structure. There are two loads are acting on a load transforming element, that is 10 kilonewton 25 kilonewton, and assuming that self weight is ignored of the load distributing element. So the reaction has been calculated by using the sigma f of y equal to algebraic sum of the forces. Therefore, 10 plus 25 both are acting downward taken as a positive. So total action is 35 kilonewtons. Action should be equal to reaction. Hence the reaction is 35 kilonewtons in the opposite direction. So these loads are acting downward, but the reaction is in the upward direction. Then only the structure will be in the stable condition. And the second support we are learn about the hinge support or pin support. The hinge support or pin support is offers resistance against the translatory moment. That means it can offer horizontal resistance and vertical resistance. So this structure cannot move towards the right or left. So it cannot move towards the left or right. It cannot move. And similar way, it cannot move downward side. So it cannot move downward side, and similarly it cannot move upward side. But only possibility is it can rotate. Hence it cannot offers any moment. Hence this has been shown as m is equal to 0 at the pinned point. But it can offers vertical resistance and horizontal resistance. So a hinge support is very much useful when we doesn't want any movement in terms of the translatory motions movement. Then hinge support is useful, and we want to rotate the same thing, then it is most useful. The symbol is a triangular symbol for that. And for the simple support, whereas for the simple support, what is the symbol? This is the symbol. For the simple support, this is only symbol of the support, right? Whereas for the hinge support, the symbol is triangle symbol. So that symbol is offers only two resistance, one is horizontal and one is vertical resistance, but momentum is zero, right? Mind it. the moment about the point of hinge point, the moment is 0. Hence, it cannot offer any resistance against the moment. So we are also shown the example of the hinge support as a door fasteners and some rotating structures of the dam gates. Those all are the hinge supports like that. Coming to the same problem we are seen here, the hinge support offers inclined forces resistance also. The inclined force has been resolved into two components in y direction and x direction. It can be resolved into y direction and x direction. So the same thing can be resolved into x direction and y direction. So that the inclined force has been action of the inclined force has been resisted by the our hinge support in terms of the inclination only. So this is the reaction. Hence the hinge support gives the inclined force reaction in terms of the inclination also. So this reaction will be inclined at this point, inclined at this point. So this total forces are 70 kilonewton and 30 kilonewtons. The total force can be resolved in terms as inclined force at the resultant point of the hinge support. Therefore, this R has been resolved into two terms, that is Rx and and Ry. So by taking the resolution components r cos theta, r sin theta like that. So 70 cos theta, 70 sin 30. We have to apply sigma f of x and sigma f of y rules. Then you can obtain the solution for the hinge support reactions. So this is the solution. Vertical reaction of the support sigma f of y is totally taken by the Rx and Ry. So Ry is equal to 70 sin 30 plus 30, 65 kilonewtons. Horizontal reaction of support sigma f of x equal to 70 cos 30 is equal to 60.62 kilonewtons. This is the way you have to find out the reaction. Therefore, sigma f of y is a is equal to the Ry and sigma f of x is equal to Rx. This is equal to, right? And similarly Rx is equal to 60.62 kilonewtons, right? Hence the simple support offers only one reaction opposite to the force line of action and vertically, especially vertically. But whereas hinge support offers two reactions, one in horizontal and another in vertical direction, makes the structure more stable against both the translatory motion. Hinge support allows hinge support allows thermal expansion. So please understood that hinge support allows thermal expansion and contraction of the span and prevents damage. మనం జనరల్గా కొన్ని స్ట్రక్చర్స్ ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ అబ్జర్వింగ్ ద స్ట్రక్చర్స్ under heavy summer season where the heat transformation is very in peaks. So in that time the structures are absorbed that heat and they are started to expand. So this expansion can be allowed by the hinge support, right? and even at the cold winter, very cold winter, so the objects will undergo contraction, that means reduces their dimensions. At that time also this hinge support allows that contraction. Hence there is no resistance offered by the hinge support against these parameters. So there is nothing will be harm to the structure. Hence hinge support is also used for these purposes also. So in this today's session we are going to learn about the another types of supports. There are fixed support and roller support. So fixed support is completely a rigid type of support, and it is the finest support among of all other supports. So one single fixed support will keep the structure in stable condition. So it will restrain in the movement of the load distributing element in all the directions. So it has a beneficial advantage of the fixed support. So a fixed support maintain the angular relationship between the jointed elements and provide both force and moment resistance. This is most important. What it is saying that it can resist force and moment. It can resist force and moment. That is important. So till now we are just reading that in any support will give only resistance to the force only, but the first time the support fixed support saying that it can give the resistance to the force and moment. For the both it can give the resistance. So it also maintains the angular relationship between the jointed elements. So it gives the uh, an added advantage that if any angular and turning effects are there, it can also be taken care by the fixed support. Hence, it is also known as rigid support. So that means rigid is very strong in the on all aspects. This type of support only one is enough to maintain the structure in stable condition if properly designed. So by replacing so many number of supports like hinges, roller, or simple supports, we can replace the fixed support as a one support, then the structure will be in the stable condition in respect of forces and moment resistance. It restricts both the directions of translatory motion. So what I said that it is a both the directions, that means x axis right and left, y axis up and down. So those translatory motions for it can be resist, and with that also moment also we resisted, as we seen in the earlier also it can resist the moment, hence it can resist the moment directions also. It can restrict that turning action. So this is the a good rigid support. So hence it is requires a monolithic construction. There is it requires a monolithic construction as well as a fastening. Either you required fastening or you required monolithic construction. So those structures are should be constructed with the same material or can be tightened with the some fittings so that the rigid thing has to be developed in between the objects. So load distributor element is rigid connection to the support. So we require some rigid connection so that it can produce the force and moment resistance. So it can resist parallel and perpendicular forces. Parallel means horizontal forces, perpendicular means vertical forces. So it can resist the both parallel forces and perpendicular forces. That means horizontal forces and vertical forces. horizontal forces will be like this. This is the parallel forces or horizontal forces, and perpendicular forces are the vertical forces. So these are the vertical forces. So these both can be resisted by the this fixed support. It also resists the inclined loads. Inclined loads, it means like this. If this is an inclined loads, this can be resolved into two components. One is horizontal component as cos, and one is vertical component. Right? This is the resolution of the moment of the inclined forces, and you can get solve of this. In addition to that, it can also resist moment action due to external loads about support points. So it can also resist the moment action. At what point? Support point. So that is a major advantage of this fixed support over the hinge support. You see, these are the practical examples of the fixed support. So you see in this figure, it has fixed by the bolt and nuts. A huge steel structure column has been fixed by bolt and nuts, right? So that the entire loads have been transferred to the structure of the rock masonry, and there will not be any momentum is allowed by this type of fixing by the fastenings. And you can also see in this picture in the right side where the steel girders have been used as a column, and there is a monolithic construction has been taken place so that it can be inbuilt. It can be inbuilt, the structure can be inbuilt so that the fixity will be rises. In practical, the steel beams or any beams of concrete also you can be constructed in monolithic during the construction. So this steel beam has been introduced into the concrete structure during the construction. Make sure that it is having the rigid maintenance. Along with that, is ties also be made for the column and structure so that it also resists the moments. So this can be done with the during the construction. So you can also see in this picture the RCC wall has been fitted with the in between girders. So this RCC wall gives a rigid support for the girders, so with the bolts and nuts. So during the RCC wall construction, these bolts and nuts arrangement has been provided inside of the column wall structure. The exposed bolts and nuts has been fitted to the girder so that they can be replaced easily and they can be maintenance easily. So this fixed support gives the structure to resist against force and moment. So how the fixed support looks like for the problematic way of engineering mechanics. So the fixed support is as inbuilt structure during the monolithic construction. So or after that might be some fastenings are required. So the load distributing element is inbuilt in the primary structure where the two types of loads are acting on the load distributing element, that is an inclined force and another one is a vertical force by the Lord Buddha statue. The above arrangement of fixed support can be represented as below. You can see the engineering mechanics how this can be replaced. This is the replacement of the structure. Actually, we can term it as a free body diagram. We can term it as a free body diagram. So we will see the same thing in next sessions. How, what is the free body diagram? How you are going to draw the same thing. Right? See, the same fixed support has been replaced with the some dash lines. You please observe in this figure there are some dash lines are there. You see that the fixed support has represented like a some dash lines. You see like this fixed support has been represented like some dashes. So this is the representation of the fixed support. So the same thing has been arranged here in the fixed support system, and the loads have been represented taken care of the car in the inclined direction, and Lord Buddha weight is been taken, statue's weight has been taken in vertical direction. Now we are intended to find the reactions of the fixed support. So we already understood that the fixed support offers in horizontal direction and vertical direction and moment also. Hence we are interested to find the Rx, Ry and M. For that I wanted to draw their directions as shown here. So Ry will be vertical because the loads coming on the load distributing element as downward side. You can see that this is also downward side, and this inclined force is also going downward side. Hence the reaction would be upward side. Hence I taken this arrow as upward side. And for the Rx, I am taking towards the right side because the load due to car, which is an incline, which goes to the negative x direction. When after resolving this one, the inclined force, this is the direction I can obtain. So this gives the negative direction of the x-axis, or it goes to LH side. Hence the Rx should be opposite to the action force. Hence I took this as a positive x-axis side. The Rx is given positive x-axis side. You see that. And there due to these loads it can produce the moment at this point. So you need to consider the moment at this point. So I can say this is the moment point A. So if I want to know about the what is the moment at A, I need to take the moments. So from this point this load will produce moment at this as a clockwise, and due to this inclined force also gives the momentum in the clockwise direction. Therefore due to these two forces we are experiencing a clockwise moment about A. So there should be our reaction should be in anti-clockwise direction because due to the actions the moments are in clockwise direction. So moments are in clockwise direction. So our reaction moment should be in anti-clockwise direction. So that should be taken care by us. So the same thing will be solved in the next few seconds. So initially we assume that it might be a clockwise, hence the arrow is shown here as a clockwise. But after by solving you can obtain what would be the moment. The moment is a clockwise or anti-clockwise, that you can obtain. So to get the Ry, I need to apply sigma f of y, the algebraic sum of the forces for this stable equilibrium condition. So I applied the same thing here and see that vertical reaction of support Ry is equal to 70 sine 30 because sine component will be taken because it should be a vertical. Vertical, for the vertical you required sine 30, right? So this is the angle. So hence I taken the sine 30. Then the vertical is 30. So those are added 65 kilonewtons. And for the horizontal reaction, so this gives the negative direction x-axis. So that is 70 cos 30, 60.60 kilonewtons. The same thing has been represented as Rx. So this is Rx, right? And vertical is Ry. The same has been directions are given opposite direction. You understood that these all are downwards. So we are given upward direction for the Ry, and whereas the horizontal actions are negative x direction, so Rx is given positive x direction. And to get the moment m value, I need to apply the same equilibrium condition, that is sigma m equal to 0 about support point. So what are the moments? This is one of the moment due to this force about point A. This is the point A. This is the point A where you have to take the moments. So to take the moments about A, I need to multiply the force into distance. What is the distance? Perpendicular distance. So here two dimensions are given. For the inclined force, the distance from point A to inclined force is 2 meters, whereas for the 30 kilonewtons, the distance from the point A is 2 meter plus 4 meters, that means 6 meters. So you need to multiply the perpendicular distance to the force magnitude to get the moment. Therefore, force is equal to man, moment is equal to force into perpendicular distance FD, right? So apply the same formula to get the magnitude of the moments due to the applied loads. That should be equal to the moment resistance offered by the support in the opposite direction. If these all forces gives clockwise momentum, then the moment offered by the resistance offered by the support should be in anti-clockwise direction. So hence we are taking the equation moment of clockwise moments are equal to anti-clockwise moments. Hence, moment acting at support due to external load is 70 sine 30 into 2, because 2 meter it is away from 2 meters. You see in the figure also it is, so 2 meters is away. Therefore, 2 meters is away, and this is the 70 sine 30, right? Due to that sine 30, the force will come as a downward, as a downward vertical, that is 70 sine 30, and it is multiplied with the 2 meters, right? Plus 30 into 4.2. This is 30 into 4 plus 2. 4 plus 2 is the distance. 4 plus 2 is the distance. So this is the 2 meters and 4 meters. So by adding and multiplying that equation, you get the momentum equal to 250 kilonewton meter due to external loads. This is the momentum produced at support. So ఈ సపోర్ట్ దగ్గర ఎంత మొమెంటం ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేస్తున్నాయండి? 250 కిలో న్యూటన్స్. సో at this point, due to this, these loads are producing 250 kilonewton meter. They are producing 250 kilonewton meter with both this inclined force and this both are producing a momentum of 250 kilonewton meter. So this has to be resistant by the support. So hence the support momentum will be opposite in the direction of the action. So action moment is clockwise. Therefore, the resistance moment by the support should be in anti-clockwise direction. Therefore, hence it should be taken in opposite direction, and the magnitude is equal to the reaction moment at support equal to action momentum. Therefore, the magnitude will be 250 kilonewton only, but the direction is opposite in direction. The support, the load's reaction is clockwise, hence the reaction momentum should be anti-clockwise direction. The reaction moment should be anti-clockwise momentum. So please understood, this is clockwise. Now the reaction has been taken as anti-clockwise direction. You observe the symbol here. I taken the momentum in the anti-clockwise direction, right? So this is the support reaction, and these are they are the external load momentums, right? Load momentum is in the opposite direction of the support reaction moment, right? Therefore, by using these same notations, we are concluding that vertical reaction of the support Ry is 65 kilonewtons, horizontal reaction of the support Rx 60.62 kilonewtons, moment of reaction of support in the anti-clockwise direction, it is 250 kilonewton meter. So this M value is 250 kilonewton meter. Right? With this, we are moving to the next support, that is roller support. Right? Roller support is also another way of the simple support, but it has the flexibility to move. Right? So, like in your home, you have the TV stand. In at the point of the support, they have some rollers, so you can move the TV stand wherever you want to place it. Like your cycles have the roller supports. Rollers are bearings are there inside of the your rim. In bikes also we have the rollers to rotate the wheel. Similarly, the roller supports are many applications in like the stand below the washing machines, the stand below the refrigerators. We have those roller support arrangements so that you can move anywhere you wish to move that one. But it is not going downward with that weight. The roller will not go into your soil or ground or in your flooring, because it offers the perpendicular direction resistance. So hence it is maintaining some reaction, right? At the same time, it offers movement also in the horizontal direction. So it gives the resistance in one direction, and another direction it offers the movement, right? It is not going to resistance the movement. So please understood that there are two translatory directions, one is horizontal and another one is vertical. If the roller is allowing horizontal translatory motion, then it offers resistance in vertical direction. Either of the case, if it allows movement in vertical direction, then it offers resistance in the horizontal direction. So a roller can be placed in many ways like that. If I place the roller, if I place a roller on the vertical surface, if I place the roller here, so what happens if I place a roller here? What happens? So it can move in the horizontal direction, right? It can move in that, but it gives the resistance. It have the capability to give the resistance which is coming from here. Hence, it has the resistance in the perpendicular direction. If I arrange the roller here, right, like a Spider-Man walks on the vertical walls. So he has the as the roller shoes. So here what happens to this surface is it offers a resistance in the vertical direction, in the horizontal direction. So it offers resistance in horizontal direction. It offers resistance in horizontal direction, but it allows the movement in vertical direction. It allows the movement in vertical direction. So you please understood that here it allows the movement in vertical direction but offers resistance in horizontal direction. In this case, it offers resistance in vertical direction but allows to move in horizontal direction. So that is the difference between the roller, how you are going to arrange and which type of resistance you want. Say roller can be placed in vertical plane or in horizontal plane. In generally we are placing it maximum on horizontal plane. So we are dealing generally this type of arrangement. And here it is explaining that there is no specific monolithic construction or fastenings. అంటే దీనికి ఎటువంటి స్పెసిఫిక్ కన్స్ట్రక్షన్ మోనోలిథిక్గా చేయాల్సిన పని లేదు, రైట్. Roller can be placed easily anywhere, but it requires a small fittings to the supporting structure. A roller has to be placed something below that. There should be some supporting structure beneath of the roller. You require some fastening, right? Not with the your structure, your load distributing element, but beneath the roller you require some support to maintain it for the fastenings. So but a roller is placed below the load distributor element. The roller has some fixed arrangement to the below of it so that it can't easily removed or moved. Load distributor element is simply placed on the roller support. Hence the this type of supports are not rigid. They are not rigid, but they can offer reaction in only one direction. That might be a vertical or horizontal or horizontal. Either of the only one, either vertical or horizontal, only one. They resist generally perpendicular forces. They resist generally perpendicular forces. It can't take inclined loads. It can't take inclined loads. Right? You see the figure, roller support cannot prevent translational movements. So before going to this thing, I wish to show these some figures. You see these figures. This is known as the roller support. This is the roller arrangement, roller support. This is, you can also see here is a big roller support has been given here, and this roller support is required some fastenings, fittings. You require some fittings, some bolts and nuts it requires to below that. Here you also see this roller has been placed with the some structure which having the bolt and nuts. You can also see here it is a bridge is there. The bridge masonry has been supported by the that column and masonry has been supports the deck slab. That slab has also in between that we required a roller support. So here it is the roller support. You can also see the roller arrangement in the both the directions, right? This type of support is required for the bridges. So it has the advantage of to allow the thermal expansion and contraction without damaging. So here also you can see the roller arrangement for the masonry column structure at the dam to support the girders. So this is the arrangement of the rollers. So the roller support cannot prevent translatory movements in horizontal or lateral directions and any rotational movement. So it gives only one resistance only. So in other directions it cannot offer any reactions. It allows to move in other directions, and rotational movement is also possible with that. But it has the advantage that it allows thermal expansion. So that's why we are using in bridges it is in contraction. Hence rubber bearings, rocker, offset of gears allowed a limited amount of lateral movement structural or roller skates. roller skates, right? So this is the structure. So you can understood that better. It has the roller arrangement, how the structure will be behaves in engineering mechanics. So if this is the roller, it offers perpendicular direction only. These loads are acting downward. These loads are acting downward. Hence, these loads are acting downward, right? Hence, you require reaction in upward direction. So it offers the upward direction and perpendicular to the load transformations element. So load transformation element is in this direction. So it offers perpendicular movement, perpendicular resistance. So it offers perpendicular resistance. That means it is. But it allows the movement in horizontal direction. So it allows the movement. So it is allowing movement in horizontal direction. So it can move in horizontal direction, but it can resist vertical direction. So that is the major difference. So it allows in horizontal direction. So this can be moved in this direction or in this direction. You can move it, but it cannot go downward because it has the reaction in the upward direction. So in the vertical direction, it has the reaction component. Right? So this is the arrangement in practically how the system will be exist. So here it is the roller support has been provided below the load distributing element and it is fastened by the some screws and nuts. It is fastened by the some screws and nuts with the below structure so that it can offer resistance in upward direction and it can be movable in horizontal direction. So this is the representation of the engineering mechanics subject, how the support should be taken care. So it is similarly like a in a simple support case, whatever we did there and the same manner we have to solve the same problem. Hence the roller support provides only one reaction, that is vertical according opposite direction of load line of action, that is 10 kilonewton and 25 kilonewton are there here acting downward in the uh, on the load distributor element. So obviously the reaction comes opposite to the direction of the load and the roller arrangement is also in the same direction of the loads. Hence it can take the vertical loads. It can take the vertical loads. Therefore sigma f of y is equal to sigma ry. Therefore ry is equal to sigma f of y. That is how much it is 10 plus 25, that is 35 kilonewtons, right? If any inclined force is there, so it cannot stay here, the roller will move, hence the object will move if any structure facing the inclined forces with the roller. So hence generally we are providing only vertical forces for the roller structure according to its axis. About the type of supports that are fixed support and roller supports, especially we are seeing. So we understood that fixed support offers three types of reactions, that is it has reaction against horizontal and vertical forces and it also restrict the rotational movements, so hence it offers the moment resistance also, whereas the roller support, it offers only one directional, that is perpendicular to the forces or its arrangement, and It allows the thermal expansion of the structures. Hence, it has been used in bridges as a bearing. So each support have its own advantages and disadvantages, but according to your situation and your requirements and economy, you have to choose the type of the support to be used. Thank you.